Okay, let's start. Oh, and just to the others, if you came in, I did say if you could grab a bolster, please, or something like that, or a couch cushion, a block or a dictionary, and a strap or a belt, please. So just while they do that, everyone else just sitting comfortably, spine nice and straight. Just sink your hips down. A little bit of movement through your hips to get comfortable, to get settled. So feel into your spine, lengthen up through your spine. Feel the back of your neck. And feel the crown of your head, and just stretch the crown of your head gently up towards your ceiling. Take your awareness into your shoulders. Take them down away from your ears and back a little bit so your chest lifts. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and expand your belly. And breathe out, big release, big exhale. Take a deep breath in through your nose, push your belly out. And exhale, release. And again, breathing in, nice slow breath in through your nose, down into your belly. Breathe out slowly, squeeze your belly button back towards your spine. Keep going. And count in for 5 as you breathe in. Little pause and out for 5 as you breathe out. Just letting the breath settle you, ground you, bring you into your body. Getting more and more curious and involved with each breath as you take it. Three more of these breath cycles. Good, and on the next exhale, gently open your eyes, take your hands down beside your knees, look down. Breathe your hands up slowly, reaching up, stretching up, look up. And exhale, flex, push out through your palms, drop back on your fingertips. Beautiful, breathe in and out. And exhale, stretch. And again. Last time, breathe your hands all the way up. Bring your palms together, draw them down in front of your heart center. Just take a moment to take your attention to your heart center, to your chest. Just notice how you're feeling this morning. Notice if there's a need arising from your heart. See if you can name that need as a positive intention and repeat it 3 times to yourself. And bring your fingertips to your forehead, forehead to your fingertips. And welcome. You're going to gently come up. You're going to bring your feet up in front of you. You're going to bring your arms down so that your fingers tuck underneath you. And we're going to gently lean forward here. So you get a stretch down the inside of your arms here. So you just sort of walk your buttocks further over your wrists until you get a bit of a stretch. You want to try and relax your shoulders as much as you can. And just hang out here. So the more you can lean forward, the more of a stretch you get. And if you need less of a stretch, you just take your hands out a little bit. Okay, so your feet flat on the floor if you can. If that gets too strong, you can just tuck your feet down so your knees go further out to the side. Okay, so just look gently down towards your feet so that your chin's down a little bit, and just breathe here. And you can sort of lean into it a little bit as your forearm tendons and ligaments release. Just starting gently, just breathing. And just engaging those long, slow breaths again. Soothing your nervous system, calming your mind down, just breath by breath. Maybe you can close your eyes. Just feel into your shoulders. You want to make sure that your shoulders are relaxed and that there's no tension building as a result of what you're doing in your forearms. Deep breaths. Gets too strong, back off a little bit. If you're not getting enough sensations, you lean forward a little bit more and tuck your hands further underneath your thighs. Three more breaths. Ease off, ease those hands out, slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring them up and give your wrists a little bit of a rub and a circle, get the blood flowing around. Okay, great. So take your bolster or whatever you've got, your blanket rolled up or a couch cushion, just something that you can have into the side of you, and put your block just ahead of it. Just come and kneel to the side of it. We're going to do a really beautiful side stretch, really relaxing. Just get what you can. And then you just gently lower yourself down. The bottom shoulder relaxes. Your head goes on a block or a pillow. And the top arm just can either bend at the elbow or arm straight, depending on how much of a stretch you're wanting. And then you just kind of roll backwards and forwards a little bit until you find a really good stretch that might be in a different spot, and you can adjust the book or the block higher or lower. Just get comfortable, but take your time to get comfortable so you're getting a really good stretch through the side of your body. When you've got that, just completely relax. Breathe into the side of your body. And as time goes on, you find that you can soften around your shoulder, your armpits, side of the body. You can straighten the top leg if you need more of a stretch, or you can just keep it bent into for a more relaxed stretch. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Make sure there's no strain anywhere, that you're a little bit comfortable. And then deep breaths. Following that breath, see if you can imagine your breath breathing down that side seam of your body, right into the side seam there. Check that your face is relaxed, your eyes soft and relaxed. Three more breaths. And gently bring that top arm up and relax it down beside you. And gently rolling up. Now stay there with the bolster there, but you're just going to turn the bolster or the cushion or the blanket, whatever you've got, so that it's long ways. You're going to have this knee up against the bolster or the blankets. You're going to do a little bit of a twist. So you're going to lie down and hug the bolster and look the other way. Yeah? Just lie down along it, looking the other way. Giving it a hug. Just adjusting so you feel a little bit of a twist. It's not too strong. Head is looking opposite way to your knees. You just try and relax there. Just try and let your upper body relax, melt down. And just return to your breathing. Noticing where you can feel that twist. Noticing what muscles you can soften. Three more breaths. And slowly coming up. Unraveling, coming up, and swapping over to the other side. So put the bolster on the other side of you. Book or block just in front of the bolster. Great. And then you're going to kneel into the side of it and just lie yourself down. Head down. And then your arm goes up over your head, straight arm, or you can bend it at the elbow. And gently roll backwards and forwards a little bit till you get a nice stretch into the side of your body. And we're going to hang out here for about 3 minutes. You can straighten the top leg a bit more if you wish. It depends. It's a little bit more comfortable with the knee in. Chin is tucked in a little bit. And just try and soften, try and relax. Let all your muscles go. Let the tension drain out of your body and be absorbed by the earth. Are you able to expand your breath into your rib cage, into the side of your ribs? Trying to undo the zip. Imagine you've got a zip down the side of your body and you're gently unzipping yourself. And just check that your neck is relaxed, your shoulders. 3 more breaths. And gently, gently bring that top arm up and relax it down onto your body. And then just come up to sitting. Move your block out of the way and turn your bolster over. So, or your cushion or blanket, whatever you've got. So your feet are like that. Legs are like that. Knee up against the bolster, other foot behind. You're going to twist and lie yourself down, hugging the blanket or cushion, whatever you've got. And just gently look the opposite way to your knees. And then just relax. Start to follow your breathing again. You need more of a twist. You can move the top knee away from you a little bit along the floor. Relaxing your hips, the lower back, through your spine. And 3 more breaths here. Gently, gently unraveling. Bring yourself up. And you can pop your bolster out of the way for now. So this morning we're focusing a lot on your chest, opening your chest into your heart meridian and lung meridian. So this one is really great for that. So if you lie down on your tummy and maybe grab something a little bit softer if you have it. You're going to get your right hand and slide it underneath you. Kind of awkward. And then you slide your left hand the other way. And drop your head down, and maybe you have your block. Sorry, I should have said that. Your block is there, or a pillow to put your forehead on. And then again, just take your time, wiggle, get comfortable, try and get those arms to scoot through a little bit further underneath you. Now, if you tight through your shoulders and shoulder blades, this can be quite strong. So You can back off a little bit and undo your arms a little bit if you need to. Or if you're not getting enough sensation, scoot those arms through a little bit more. Twist them, reach your fingers away from you in each opposite direction. And then breathe. And it's just breath by breath, softening down. Just get your toes and touch them together behind you with your heels flopping out. And just notice where you're feeling it is at the backs of your arms, your shoulders, into the back of your shoulder blades, around the back of your heart area. Make sure your hands are relaxed, your wrists relaxing down. And see if you can take your breath longer than where you're breathing at the moment. If you're breathing into your chest, take it down into your belly and your lower back. And if you're breathing into your belly and your lower back, take it down into your hips. Three more breaths. Good, and gently rolling over onto your left side and just unravel that arm. And just take a few breaths. Let the blood come in around, back in around your arms and shoulders and upper back. Gently rolling back, up, and coming up, and we're going to go the other way. So this time your left arm goes through first, and then your right arm is in front, or whatever opposite to what you've just done, but hopefully it's like that. And then your head folding down onto something, cushion or block or book. And just see how it feels on this side. Sometimes there's a tighter side to deal with. Toes are touching at the back with your heels rolling out. I'm going to try for 2 minutes, so adjust accordingly. Breath going into the tight spots. Breath traveling in to soften and release tension, freeing up energy around your shoulders and your chest. Using the sensations to help keep your mind focused. The stronger the sensations are, it usually gives your mind enough to focus on with your breath. Relax your lower belly, the lower back. And just following your breath in and out. And as I said on Tuesday, some days, in some moments, it's a battle. It's a minute by minute battle to stay with your breath. The thoughts are wanting your attention, especially with all the fear and anxiety in the world at the moment. The most radical act you can do right now is stay with your breath, nurture your body. And then you have more available to give. 3 more breaths. Gently rolling over onto your right side. Unraveling there and just lie there for a few breaths. Relaxing, let the blood flow back into your arms. Good. Okay, just sit up for a second and just give your shoulders a little bit of a roll. Moving them. And around the other way. Go and lie down on your belly again and maybe grab a cushion and just put it at the top of your mat. Okay, you're going to take your left hand straight out to the side. I don't know if you can see that, but straight out in line with my shoulder. Okay, you pop your head down and you're going to raise your right hand up to the ceiling. Bring your knee up a little bit. Bring your right knee up. Okay, great. Now, if it gets too strong, having the hand up in the air, leaning towards the floor behind you, you can just rotate the hand and bring it down onto your lower back. Just see how you go. You can walk the fingers away on your left hand, so you get a little bit more rotation. You can roll further over onto that shoulder if you're not getting enough, or you can roll back onto your tummy a little bit more if it's too strong. Just close your eyes. And try and relax that left arm. Feel your chest being stretched, fronts of your shoulders. Right knee out the side to balance you. As I said, if the top arm gets tired, just bring it down onto your lower back, palm down. Keep softening your shoulders. 3 more breaths. Good. And gently unravel. Come back onto your belly. Yeah. Take your right hand out to the side, straight out. So just look from your shoulder and check that your hand is in line with your shoulder. Your head goes down on your pillow, your left knee comes up, and your left arm goes up into the air. Pull back on your fingertips, push out through your palm, or bring your hand onto your lower back, just depending. So use your knee to help roll you over more if you need more of a stretch into that right arm. Nice deep breaths. Again, just notice how this arm feels, front of the shoulder. Dropping the top arm down at any point you need to, placing the hand on your lower back. Following your breath in and out, just letting go of any thoughts that have hooked your attention. Three more breaths. Gently, gently bring the top arm down. Unravel yourself and coming up. You're going to bring your legs out in front of you, toes pulling back. Grab your pillow and place it underneath your buttocks so you get a little bit of a lift through your hips. You're going to do a forward bend to stretch out your back now after all that shoulder work. So the choice is you can have your feet with your toes pulled back, or you can just relax your feet. You have that option. You can play around and see which feels better. You're going to gently lean forward and just hold a forward bend. So your hands just resting on your legs. Your head is gently stretching towards your feet. And if you need a little bit more, you can hold underneath your calves or you can hold your feet. Yes, feel your spine starting to stretch out, stretching the crown of your head gently away from your hips. Finding your breath again and just slowing down, dropping into the shape that you're in. Feeling into the entire shape that you're making with your body. Gently finding your belly button and squeezing it back towards your spine as you breathe out. Just create a little bit more space for you to ease into. And just notice to yourself where you're feeling this right now. Is it more in your upper back, neck, lower back, or more in the backs of your legs? Just breath by breath, stay here. Maybe bring back that positive intention, the need that arose from your heart at the beginning of the class, and maybe just repeat that to yourself. See if you can feel the edges of what you're drawing in. Three more breaths. Gently rolling up, release that, lean back into your hands and just give your legs a little bit of a wobble. And you bring your feet up and take your knees nice and wide. You're going to turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Yeah. You're going to slide your hands forward with your palms facing up. Yeah. Forehead is down. Your buttocks are trying to stretch back towards your heels. And you can adjust the pose so the closer you have your knees, the less intense it's going to be on your hips. The wider your knees, the more you'll get it into your inner thighs and groin and hips. See if you can gently push down through the backs of your hands. And maybe you can feel that going up around the back of your heart again. Let yourself sink into it breath by breath. Following the sensations, stay there, follow the sensations. Whether they're more in your hips or more in your back, or maybe your inner thigh. Do 3 more breaths. And gently turn your hands over. Walk yourself up a little bit, bring your knees together and just go down into child's pose. It's slowly coming up. Cross your legs underneath you and come to lie down on your back, squeezing your knees into your chest. Now reach down and grab the soles of your feet, the outside edge of the soles of your feet. I'm going to gently push the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling and drop your knees down. You can try and take your feet further away for more of a stretch. You try and straighten the legs, but you keep the knees dropped in towards your armpit. Or for less, you just let the feet be in closer together. So just choose your own adventure according to how you're feeling this morning, what sort of resources you've got available to you, how much you can handle, and just find a comfortable space to rest in, to settle in. And then try and do 2 minutes. You want to make sure your neck is relaxed. Close your eyes. Try and soften your sacrum back down towards your mat. Try and relax through your hips and your inner thighs, through your perineum. Really inviting the breath down into your lungs, down into your hips. What can you relax? What can you let go of? Breath by breath, a little bit longer. Three more breaths. And gently release your feet, squeeze your knees into your chest and just rocking side to side. Give your back a little bit of a massage. Rolling your knees a little bit. And around the other way. And gently take your legs out long. Hands down on your lower belly, below your belly button. And just relax. So let your breath fill your lower belly. Feel the whole of the back of your body relax down into your mat. Again, smooth your breath out. Long, slow breath in. And long, slow breath out. Three more breaths. And then very slowly rolling up. Coming to sit comfortably again. You can sit with your buttocks on a pillow or you can kneel, whatever is comfortable with you. Spine nice and straight. Left hand in your right with your thumbs touching. Tuck your chin down. A little bit, close your eyes. Bring your breath back down into your lower belly. Scan your body, notice how you're feeling. Just especially feel into your shoulders, your chest, your lungs, and your heart. And see if you can feel or visualize your lungs nestling in gently above, around your heart. And take a conscious healing breath in through your nose, filling your lungs with healing light. And as you breathe out, just let go of anything you don't need, carbon dioxide, Any stress, any holding, any tension, just breathe it out. And again, breathing in healing light into your lungs. And breathing out, letting go of what you don't need. Let's keep this going. See, just breath by breath, staying with the visualization. Do 3 more rounds, 3 more breaths. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands together in prayer in front of your heart. And just connecting into your heart center. Have a sense of all the people, all the humans, the beings around the world at the moment. A lot of them in their homes like you are. Feeling a sense of connection to humanity. And just holding that connection, sending out some healing, repeating these words silently to yourself. May all beings be well. May all beings be safe. May all beings find a sense of belonging. Gently touch your forehead down to your fingertips. Bring your fingertips to your forehead. Namaste.